Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I will be discussing my beginnings with the Rubik's Cube and asking you about your opinions and thoughts on Rubik's Cube magic.
The Great Woo, the Great Woo Ding, the Great Woo Ding's gonna do a thing.
As some of you will have seen recently, I posted my project that I've been teasing you about. It finally came out, the Magic Quiz. I hope you enjoyed that. If not, click here and that'll send you to a link to watch the first episode of the Magic Quiz, where I get 4 magicians from the depths of the internet and challenge them to a magic quiz. Click there if it's still there and go and watch that episode, more to come. But if you remember from that magic quiz, the Rubik's Cube was featured in the hands of Chris Ramsey, and that's where this video has come from, because that was the first time that I have delved properly into the depths of the Rubik's Cube. So first of all, if you're a magician, let's get this out of the way at the start, and then I'll ramble on about the cube itself. So magicians, what are the good effects, tricks, illusions that you know of with the Rubik's Cube? What, down in the comments, tell me magic with a Rubik's Cube that you've seen before, that maybe you've performed before, that you know gets good reactions, that you know of, that you like. Say down in the comments. I'm new to it. I don't know anything at the minute. I've seen an effect where a Rubik's Cube changes into Skittles, the sweets. I've seen an effect where a jumbled up, mixed up Rubik's Cube goes into a bag and then miraculously pulled out the bag and it's solved. What do you know of? Tell me in the comments. If you were here for the magic, that was it. I just wanted to ask you about Rubik's Cube magic. You can go now. If you want to stick around, I will tell you my new experience with the Rubik's Cube. So, if you have seen my magic quiz, you'll know that the Rubik's Cube was featured. And in that video, Chris Ramsey, it was actually Chris Ramsey, he was solving a Rubik's Cube throughout the quiz. He was kind of ignoring the questions and solving the cube because he's a puzzle guy, isn't he? Yeah, you click on his account for magic and you actually get puzzles. But anyway, I've been quite enjoying the Rubik's Cube. I bought this cube specifically for that video, to be messing around with it as Chris Ramsey. And I had the idea that he could be solving the cube during the quiz, and then at the end of the quiz he solves it, and that's what happened in the video. Now, I will tell you what actually happened. I looked up on YouTube how to do a fake solve, and a fake solve is where you move the Rubik's Cube so it looks like it's messed up, but actually only with a few turns you can solve it. And I did that. I practiced it, and I got the cube into a position where it looked mixed up, and then within 3 or 4 moves it would be solved. And I got the beard on. I spent a lot of time in the makeup chair. The wife was very patient. The attention to detail was very good. It was very good, and it took a long time. And then we pressed record, and I went to solve the cube because I didn't want to be messing around with it for the whole video. I thought, let's get the solve out of the way first. I did a few moves like this, and I messed it up. So then I'd never had a Rubik's Cube before. I can't solve a Rubik's Cube. And picture the scene. I'm there dressed as Chris Ramsey with a messed up Rubik's Cube after the wife has just spent, it was hours, doing the tattoos. I had to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube before I could film that video with Chris Ramsey, which I did. It took me ages, but I solved the cube, and I got on with it. And you can watch the result. Well, link in description if you want to go and watch the magic quiz. Now, what I ended up doing, I did eventually solve the cube, started again, and I just did a very, very simple mix-up so that I was definitely sure that within a few moves I would be able to solve the cube for the video. So if you are into your Rubik's cubing, you'll have known that was awful what I actually did in the video. It was a very simple mess up. It didn't even look messed up. Well, to my eyes it didn't, but it's poetic license. It was a mix-up cube. And then after doing that take, I went back and did lots of just playing around with the cube beforehand, so it looked like I'd solved it over the course of the video. Now, Chris Ramsey was the first clip, the first magician that I recorded. A few days later then recorded Daniel Madison, and then the week after that I think I recorded Jay Sankey, and then even a week after that before I recorded the quiz master asking the questions. And during those weeks I decided to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube, and I managed it. I now have it in my brain how to solve the Rubik's Cube. I can't do it quickly. Well, I'll show you in a minute. But basically I typed into YouTube how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and wow, I was hit with a tidal wave of information. I mean, I thought the magic community was big on YouTube. You have a look at the cubing community. It's massive. It's massive. So I was hit with so many videos on different techniques, different algorithms, different stages of advanced and beginner stuff, and it was all very, very complicated, and it took me a week before I got it down, just the basic method of the solve, because the algorithms were some of them are just mind-blowing. So I'm trying to learn a more advanced version now. It's too difficult. It really is. So I spent a week or so with this one particular YouTube video, a beginner Rubik's Cube solve. And then I spent a lot of time, again on YouTube, searching for videos. I was told this would be helpful, searching for videos of Al Gore, who, he was the vice president of the USA years ago. Searching for videos of Al Gore either dancing or playing an instrument, which I had no idea why, but this cubing guy really recommended it. So I was searching for over an hour, watching videos of Al Gore playing an instrument and dancing, because I was informed that Al Gore rhythms were very important in cubing. Yeah, so anyway, I've learned some algorithms and I've learned to solve the cube. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to solve this messed up cube. My first thought was to speed it up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move me to one side of the screen, and on the other side of the screen I will pop up again and explain roughly what I'm doing. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, just to show you where I'm at with the Rubik's Cube so far. So here we go. I will now solve this Rubik's Cube. Ugh. Before I solve the cube, I will just say it takes me about 3 minutes maybe. I've been getting that time down and down, but it is still limited to the way I'm solving the cube. So there's no way using the method I'm currently doing that I can solve in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That can't happen. I have on one occasion got it under 2 minutes. We'll see if I can do that now, but I highly doubt it because I'm doing it for camera, so it's not going to happen. Here we go then. Hopefully, if I'm fancy, I'll make a timer appear on the screen. Here we go. So the first step with any cube solve, what I'm doing right now, is trying to get the white cross. I'm holding it this way and trying to get the white cross on the top. As soon as I solve that white cross, I turn it to the bottom and try and complete the corners of the cross to make a full white face. So I'm moving these pieces, they're in the wrong place, using an algorithm to move them down here to create the white face. So I've solved the white face, and also in solving the white face I've also solved the entire bottom section. So the reds, the blues, the oranges and the greens, that whole bottom layer of the cube as well as the bottom face is now solved. So I move on to the second layer, to the middle layer, and again just a different algorithm now to try and solve the middle layer. The middle pieces are all solved, so it's just the outside sections of each face on the middle layer that I'm trying to solve now. Okay, I've got the middle layer. The bottom layer is solved, and now the middle layer is solved. So now I'm moving on to the top face. And just like I got the bottom face done at the start with the white cross, I'm now trying to get a yellow cross on the top. That's what I'm doing now. So I've got the yellow cross. Now I need to solve the full yellow face. So I need to get the 4 corners. These happen to be yellow on this cube, but I need to get all 4 corners yellow on the yellow face. Okay, I've got the yellow face. The next step is to solve this top layer, this top level. So what I'm doing now is I'm solving the corner pieces. So I'm going to solve all 4 of the corner pieces, and that's the next step. So once the corner pieces are solved, each face starts to look like this. There's one piece that's wrong on each of the faces. Once I've got that, all I have to do is solve those pieces, rotate those round so that they come onto the right side. That's what I'm doing now, and I'm struggling with it, but I'm nearly there. Hey, done. I'm done. I don't know how long that was, obviously. I should have timed that, and I will now talk about how I did. And I've finished it. I've solved the cube in 2 minutes 22.6. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm happy with that. I have done it sub 2 minutes a couple of times, but I'm pleased with that under the pressure of the camera. So my goal going forward is to improve, is to get quicker. In an ideal world, I'd love to be able to solve in under a minute, but to do that I'll need to use a different method. I'll need to use a more complicated and advanced way of solving the cube using different algorithms and a different method, and it might take me some time. So I shall post in the future another video of me cubing, unless the comments say don't do that, just do the magic, in which case I'll leave it. Tell me, should I occasionally post a cube video just to show my progress, or is this not the place for it? I'll let you decide in the comments. But if I get good at it, I'll definitely show you where I'm up to. And if you've heard nothing in a year, that's because it was too hard. Yeah. So thanks for watching that. I will get back to the magic now. Yes. I am Mark Wooding, or the Great Woo.
The Great Woo, the Great Woo Ding, the Great Woo Ding just did a thing.